actually got a game. We go break this off.
Okay.
Break the ice a little.
All right.
So this is really just this or that or whatever you want to call it. We're all gonna pick or pull, read it, and just say what you would rather out of, I guess, the two. I'm gonna let you start, Kelly, because I obviously did it. So
I was like, you know what's in here.
yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Oh, okay.
What you say?
I got nervous here. Okay, so question is, do you believe in therapy or self-therapy?
Therapy.
Ooh. I would say therapy too, but
Yeah.
I'm gonna take something from what you said today, and like I'm not against therapy, but I guess some people feel like they don't need therapy in a way, you know. So I see nothing wrong with therapy. I think as black people, or I feel like parents and stuff, like you don't need no therapy. You ain't nothing wrong with you.
But that's the problem.
Yeah,
that's the problem.
That is the
I feel
problem.
like black people don't need to go to therapy, and baby, people be traumatized, and they have some things to heal from.
True. How long have you been going to therapy?
It's been a year.
Really? Okay.
It's been a year.
Do you do like virtual? Because I've always looked into that because I feel like I don't have time to go sit down, but I want to go lay on the couch and cry. Like, okay.
I was gonna say,
do you think it's on somebody's couch and cry?
Girl, okay. I want to lay back.
I was gonna say, do you feel like it's a difference? Like it's better to do it virtual, or do you feel like if you was like more in person, you would probably get like
more?
everything
Yeah,
out?
that's what I was saying too. Like I feel like I'm gonna hold back over the phone.
Right.
If you're not in a space, I guess, with people around, like I guess
virtual is not really what y'all think. It's like they actually FaceTime you, so you're like
face to face with them.
You know what
They
I'm
can
saying?
see like you have some stuff. Okay.
So I do kind of like get what you saying a little bit with that, like versus face to face. Face to face on virtual. She can read my facial expression.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So she's very like, oh, what was that?
And I think,
like, what was that face?
Yeah.
You know,
okay.
and then I feel like in person versus the face, they can read your whole body, like, because they do ask you questions like, how did that make you feel? What was that posture? You know, you kind of twitched a little bit when I asked you that. You kind of like tensed up when you.
See, I probably like,
but it's right, or it's some stuff you don't know. You don't notice.
It's not because sometimes it's a natural body reaction.
Right.
I think I'm gonna look into actual therapy. Okay, that's good insight. Yes. They're not bad. They're simple.
This one BET.
I was like,
all right, y'all. It says, when you feel you have no more energy to give, do you sleep all day, keep yourself going, and keep from crashing out? Oh my gosh. Okay.
I feel like that was a good one for you because I know we just thought.
It is both. I want to say when it's depression, I most definitely like seclude myself in my room. My kids, shout out to my children, okay? Even though not one of them.
You got twins, girl.
Two of them are two. Yeah. Two of them are two, and one of them are
you got
8.
Double trouble.
They really just pick up on my energy when I'm going through those things. So it's like Marcellus, he's very attentive now. So like he'll come and he'll unlock my door. Not lock my door, but open my door, and he'll like kiss my head. Aww. Or Messiah, he'll kind of like climb in the bed. They don't really like bug me too much, but they'll like hover. Okay. Amaya, she'll kind of be like, "Oh, mommy, I did this. Mommy, I washed the dishes. Oh, mommy, I picked up this for you." Yeah. And so it's like shout out
to the kids,
my kids. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And then when I'm not, child. I didn't call her. I gotta keep my mind going because I am a recovering. Hi, my name is Destiny. I'm a recovering crash out.
I'm like I keep myself going. I think with my business, if anything, because I can't sleep all day.
So your mind is focused on
that too, and my head gonna hurt after that. Like laying down all day and sleeping. So I'm a definitely keep myself going.
I think
to keep from crashing out.
For me, it's kind of like both as well. Because I also have kids, so it's like I really try to keep going for them so I don't crash out. But then I become overstimulated, and then I end up crashing out. So. Then it's like, okay, I don't want to be bothered at all. Like, don't nobody talk to me for at least an hour or two. Like, I literally did that yesterday. I came home, I ate, and I literally told Drake, I was like, I don't want to be bothered. I skipped class. Matter of fact, I was like, I'm about to go lay down for a few hours. Don't bother me.
Yeah.
The kids outside with you up,
and
you got it. Like,
exactly. Okay, don't come here.
But yeah, it's a little bit of both.
Okay.
It's a good. I like these questions. What you got?
Yeah, okay. When in need of advice, do you call on a friend or keep it in and figure it out yourself? I got it bad, y'all, because I'm going to just keep it in and figure it out myself. I do have friends, but Kayla, I think we talked about this on the last one. Like, I just feel like my friends don't understand where I'm coming from in the I guess a sense, because I'm always the one that's like helping them out in their needs. Yeah. So I feel like I don't have that really in return. Or if I go to tell them anything, it's kind of like, oh girl, it'll be all right. Like it's just like a quick brush off thing. I'm like, bitch, I'll give you more information, like a little bit more advice. You're not really giving me nothing to go off of. So I think I've learned to just, I keep it in and just, if anything, I talked to my sister. We became very close. We're only like 3.5 years difference. So we grew up. I mean, of course we grew up together, but we're the only siblings that have the same mom and dad. We've always been together. We went through the same trauma and everything. So I can reach out to her and she knows exactly what I'm talking about, if anything. So I keep it to myself and I reach out to my sister if anything, for sure.
I was surprised to hear you say that. I probably because like we were close back then and like we kind of like we'd be on the phone for hours. Just
talking. A lot changed. A lot has changed because this is definitely older than I am. She's about to be 10? Yeah, a lot has changed. I remember bringing her home from the hospital, literally. The day she got out the hospital, having her.
Was there. That sounds so weird. I don't call Tiana Tiana. I call her Tinks. That's Tinks. I've been calling her Tinks since
forever.
She was with me like. She was my baby daddy. She was my she was with me from the moment I found out to the time that I had her to after.
Yeah, I hate shit when a lot went on. Yes, a lot.
I would say
Life for real. What about you, Kayla?
Like I said, we touched on it last time. I'm more of the friend to give the advice.
Yeah, you are.
But at the same time, I do be needing advice and not from my spouse. I be needing my girls to like kind of tell me stuff. So I do have some friends that, depending on what it is, I do have some friends that I'll go to and get advice from them. But most of the time, I'm really just keeping it to myself.
Ain't nothing wrong with it, but we do need friends sometimes to give a little bit,
a
different insight. Yeah,
I believe you. I'm gonna call because whether I'm crying, being ready to, because I can't, because I guess I started out after I kind of like got quiet, kind of dropped a lot of friends. You know what I'm saying? I started out that way, but that's because I was drinking. I was doing a lot of other stuff. You know what I'm saying? And then. Baby, once I started going to therapy, I was like, I can't keep this shit to myself. Like, I gotta talk to somebody.
Look, we need therapy, sure. Maybe we'll be different.
Exactly.
Y'all don't see me on the 11 o'clock news. Like, what you next need to do?
Girl.
Baby, I just blew up somebody.
Like, God dang.
I don't know.
I was like, I'm seeing red. He said, well, I need you to see the light.
Okay.
You call me hot.
Kayla, you.
Me? Okay, hold
on. I'm looking for the little one.
What do you think?
Okay.
I grabbed a thick one.
Let me grab a small one. Okay. When you're feeling lost, do you shout out the world or
shut out the world? Probably.
Shut out. Yeah, I'm sorry.
My bad.
Shut out the world or seek out for help.
I guess that's kind of the same as the last one too. But
I shut out the world.
I do too.
I definitely shut down.
Because I don't want to be judged, I guess. Some people are not as understanding as other people. I don't want to be coming to you with some stuff and I feel like I'm being judged or whatever. So yeah, let me shut the world out and just figure it out. Like the last question.
I know, like for me, like I said, it always depends on the situation. But I feel like for me, like if I come to a person for advice and it's not the advice that I'm looking for, and I kind of like you said, like kind of feel judged, then I feel stupid because I came to you looking for help, but you ain't giving me the help I was looking for. Too. Yeah, so
expectations be too high.
I rather not.
I'm kind of with y'all, kind of sort of in a way, depending on the situation. Like I can use my current situation, what I'm going through now. I kind of like, life, you know, transitioning out of a relationship from being engaged, you know, building a family, all that stuff to just now me and my kids. And, you know, you feel like you have nobody to run to, nobody to go to, or, you know, being judged, some of the same points y'all were making. So I kind of like secluded myself, and I noticed that triggered my depression even more. So then I just started like, hey, you know, even I'll just reach out to my grandmother like, I need help. I need this, I need that, you know, because I'll be in that house, in my room, in my bathroom, girl, crashing out, like screaming, like. If I could tell y'all some of the stories that I've went through within the past couple of months of me going through this, I'm like, Destiny, like, you shouldn't have to, but that's just, you know, sometimes life, because people think like, oh, you know, she left that thinking that the grass, and it's not even that I'm thinking that the grass is green on the other side.
You put your foot down and knowing what's best for you.
It's just you have to readjust to life, like, you don't have a
partner.
It's
like a lot of courage, girl. Yeah, a lot of courage, man. A lot.
Grab another thick one. God dang it. Oh, this one ain't that thick. All right. It says, when you're feeling depressed, do you binge eat? Or do not eat at all? Baby, listen, I am big back. Big back. Big back. Okay, when I'm happy, I eat. When I'm sad, I eat. When I'm mad, I eat. Baby, we eat over here, okay?
I don't eat. That's crazy. I don't know, like I just don't have an appetite, but it's not me like really like I'm starving myself. It's just, I don't feel like eating shit. I'm just,
maybe I gotta have a fry.
Just something.
And that's why I think I asked that question, because some people, and you have people that when they get depressed they eat, and that'd be like some of the obese people, and they'd be like, that's just what I do. That's, you know. And I'm like, I'm big, but I don't do that. Like I can't eat when I'm mad or feeling some type of way.
It'd be a big bitch on the inside. She just waiting. I'm hating to see what I look like in my older, because I know I'm gonna be on 1,000 pounds.
You done had 4 kids, and you done had a set of twins, baby. Okay, and look at you. Okay, so.
But that grown woman weight starting to hit, because baby, listen, I lost all of it. When I had Amaya, I was 110 pounds. I dropped down to 100. I'm 170.
Okay.
That big. You know, I just need things to catch up.
Okay. You know. All right. Last one. Cry it out or hold it in. So I used to cry a lot, but I think I just got so tired of crying. I'ma just hold it in. But you know, I'm at my breaking point. I guess if I just come out and cry,
If a tear falls,
if it do.
If a tear falls,
I just feel like I ain't got much to cry about no more.
If a tear falls, a hand falls into. But no, I'm playing for real. I'm serious, but I'm real. But it depends on what it is, you know.
Yeah, that too.
It depends on what it is. It takes. I'm not gonna say it depends. It depends on who it is. Because
definitely that.
If I really care about you and you hurting my feelings, hell yeah, I'ma cry. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna cry for 2 reasons. I'm gonna cry because I respect you enough not to punch you in your throat.
Exactly.
And some people cry because they're very aggravated or when they're really mad. So
and you can't get it out. And then I have this thing like when my emotions are high, I can't really, I don't know if y'all ever experienced me do that. Like, but when my emotions are very, very high, I stutter. I can't get my words. I can't get my words out. And that pisses me off even more.
Now I'm pissed off. I can't get what I'm
trying to say. Now you feel like you're saying something when you really ain't saying nothing. But I can't say what I want to say because my emotions is high right now.
Okay.
But catch me when I calm down.
Okay, I got you.
Go ahead and eat your ass up.
I think...
You don't look like a crier.
I'm really not.
She doesn't.
I'm not. The only time you will catch me crying is I'm in the shower and it's just been. I'm in my breaking point. Because I don't cry every time I'm in the shower. I'm not the type of girl.
Yeah.
But when I'm just at my breaking point, or like something's like really heavy on my mind, and I just can't figure out how to, get away from it or just let it go. That's probably not cry. Girl, I cried in church Sunday, boo-hooing, and I hardly cry, even in church. Even like when the spirit is there, I'm clapping and I'm just wiping everybody else's tears.
I saw her. I looked over. I was like, Kayla's a different color. I mean, that broke my concentration. I was like, Kayla's a different color. And I walked over there. I didn't know. I was like.
She was like, "Look at something in my face."
To make it worse, it'll make me cry more. Like
I didn't know what to because that was my first time seeing her cry.
Yeah.
So I was like, do I just like,
girl?
And then she kind of got close. I was like, okay,
the waterworks,
rubber band,
And then she walked to the front. She walked to the front of the church, and I was like, oh, this is big.
Right.
Let me go up and support my girl.
Yeah.
You know? So yeah, I felt so played because I went up there supporting her, and God came and hit me with a 2-piece combo. He came and hit me. I'm talking about.
Okay, you finna get it.
I mean, that lady said, give me your hand. And she just went in. I was like,
I was coming up here for her.
I was moving out the way. I think when she dropped,
I don't make no
eye contact.
I said, okay. I don't make no eye contact at church, baby. Because y'all, you ain't about to get me, okay? Not that I have a problem with it, but I just know, baby, you look at me, it's going to be okay. No, it's not. And I'm crying. And
that was my first time ever, like, screaming in church. Because I've like I told you, like that was the time when the prophet came and she was speaking. I told Kayla, like, I had to go because to get myself ready for today, I had to go back and rewatch that because she spoke a lot of things into me that I knew that I had to step into. Yeah. And I told Kayla, I said, girl, I screamed and I didn't even know I screamed. Like, I was that out of my body. I was like, Lord Jesus, these people thought I was maniac.
Baby, no, this is up there talking about that trauma. All the trauma you gotta bring on.
Too much. I think that was a good iceberg.
It was a nice one. I like that. I thought it was gonna be some wish you had Israel that type thing. I was just like, I'm nervous, y'all. No. That was really good. No. That was good.
But Destiny, like you were saying when we were answering the questions or so, you went from being engaged in a relationship, whatever. Do you feel like after all this time, like, you know what to look for in a relationship, or that's something that you're still gonna work on? But I'm for sure you know like what to stay away from at this point, or.
Bro, this is silly, y'all.
It's hey, okay.
Okay, let me be for real. I want to say this has been the most liberating. I know I'm about to piss on y'all. This is the most liberating experience of my life. Not even because it's freedom. Not even that. It's just the fact that, you know, when you're with somebody for so long, you adopt their likes, their wants, their needs. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So you can't really, like, what is Destiny like? What is Tiana like? What is Kayla like? You know?
I get that.
You're so into their ambitions and what they want out of life. You adopt those things. So, oh Lord, my parents gonna be watching this, listening. We're grown.
Okay.
Remember that, people.
We're grown. It's just like now I'm able to find who I am, what Disney like, especially during sex. Especially during that. Like, listen, I done got to the point where I don't want to rush things, not even in that moment. Like, you know, what's that song? Baby, we can do it. Take your time, do it right. Please savor me, okay? Savor me. Take your time with me. Don't rush, because you might choke. Take your time. Okay. Thank you. It's like learning what I like, you know, during those moments. Like I found out that I'm psychosexual. You know, like you have to mentally stimulate me to really just get me there, you know?
Yeah.
And then experiencing it while somebody mentally stimulating you while you're being intimate, baby. I love it. It's different. It's different. And when that happened, I think I told Kayla, I said, babe, when that happened, girl, I was so that good girl. That where you going? Or when that tap, that little. You want me to slide over? What you want me to do? What? That the conversations and the, you know, the direction. It's just really not nobody just, you know, lick it, stick it, get it. You know, like just paying attention what your body like, what you like. It's really all about. It's about both of y'all, but it's just that man taking control and just being about you. You know, and that really just plays into what I look for in a person, or not necessarily what I look for in a person. Because Kayla asked me, she was like, "Are you dating? Like, what do you look for? What do you look for?"
I have a list to check off now.
I don't even have a list. I just told Kayla, I said, I just want a man. I just want a man, like
a man and a boy.
Yeah,
different. And it's different. So
you
want a man.
I want somebody to lead
in a good way.
I heard this statement where somebody was like, she said she asked this person that she was dating, you know, if we're leading, are you leading me from the front or from behind? And that did something to me, because she was like, if he answers from the front, then I know that he's not for me. Because if you're leading, if you're ahead of me, how can you see? How can you too busy looking ahead? Versus from behind, you can see everything. You know what I'm saying? You got my front and you got my back. You know what I'm saying?
My side, exactly.
I like that.
I just want a man. I want a man that is emotionally intelligent. You know, somebody that doesn't mind opening up. It's not so all the time, because I've been through that. I've been in a lot of that, and that's where my relationship trauma. And I'm tired of being the, you know, suck it up. I don't give a fuck about your feelings, like that. And then it makes you hard, and you know, you just be like, I don't want to be like that. I'm tired of being rough. I'm tired of, you know, talking to niggas like they niggas. Like, I want to be like I'm a nigga. Like, I want to embrace my womanness. You know, I want to.
That's different.
Yeah.
I don't want to always feel like I gotta come across the couch. And
Smack
all your teeth down your mouth. Like, like I don't want to do that. So yeah, I don't have a long list. I don't want somebody that got 6 figures and a whole bunch of cars. I don't want that. I want a man.
A simple life.
A man that my big thing now is protection, and I'm just not talking about like, oh, physically, financially. No, like somebody that is really provides peace, provides love. You know, like I don't have to feel like I'm against the world, and when I come in my house, I'm against the person in my house too, because that's what I came out of. And that was draining. Very draining. When you feel like you have to, when you feel out of place with your family, out of place with that person's family, which we're good now. Yeah. You know, but out of place with that person's family, and then you go in your house and you feel out of place with the family that you're creating. That's what?
Yeah.
Like, what?
Yeah.
So, and now it's I'm just looking for peace. I'm looking for peace.
That's
peace
the best way to put it. And honestly, the best way to put it.
And the two candidates, my two little candidates, I kind of, I don't want to say dating or anything like that because, so up in the air, you don't really know where things are going. And then still stuff with me transitioning is fresh too.
Yeah,
but
so take your time. And if they're for you, they're gonna literally be okay with you taking your time and being there. Honestly.
Yeah, it just goes back to your question when you said what do you look for? It's just the softness in them, like how they handle. When I say they're so sweet, I just be like, "What y'all just up to?"
Oh, because it'd be sad when you like that, but you've been through so much.
Yeah,
but you got to hear. I think both of y'all got to hear one of them on the phone, just like his conversation. You know, it's they're both.
I was like,
okay, look over there, smile. I'm smiling. It is too. It's okay to cry. You gotta get it out. Right? Yes, you need that. You definitely need that.
It's just like the how soft they are with me and how gentle they are, and then one of them, oh my gosh, how excited he gets when he FaceTime me, like, hey, beautiful. I'm like, I've never heard, being complimented every time.
Yeah.
And like, you're so beautiful, and, we're going to bleep out some other things that he say, but, just like, making me feel valued, making me feel worthy.
That's the important thing. Because then you can move in a positive way in everything you do, being reassured about stuff.
Yeah, so even if they're not for me, it's like I'm experiencing things that I like.
Exactly, so you know what to look for.
Yeah, versus just going from, it's different when you, like I said, you jumping out one high skillet to the next because you really don't take that time to heal and to figure like, what do you like for real? What's good for you for real? What turns you on? What catches your attention? What drives you? What motivates you or whatever? And I've learned I don't want a hard man because hard men don't talk. And I love to hear. I want
to see you cry. I want to get you to get your emotions. Yes.
I want to hear a man talk because what position how can I play my position in your life and I don't even and you're not even giving me the play.
That's true.
You're not even giving me the play. So where do I know where to be on the field if I don't know the play?
Yeah,
that's true. You know what I'm saying?
I like that.
So I love to hear a man talk. I love that's like and then I'm finding out what I like, what I like to do. I'm learning my little green. I got a little green thumb. You know what I'm saying? I got men dropping flowers off at my door, not leaving no notes.
I seen that. I seen that.
I'm trying to know. Sister ain't naked, okay? we pack some things around here, but I appreciate the gesture. But keep it cute.
I know you was we were talking about earlier, you having kids and not wanting them to experience the same thing you went through. For me, my mom has went through a lot of things that I don't know about, but I know a little bit about. She's never been open to come out, and I wish she could be because that'll help us understand why she was the way she was growing up and the trauma that I went through as a child. Or whatever, do you feel like at some point you can be open with your daughter so that she knows, when she gets older and stuff? Because again, my mom is hard. She is she's loving, but she loves hard. She shows tough love and stuff, but it's only because of what she went through.
Right.
I think I've witnessed kind of that coming around.
But she's very loving. But it's just hard for her, and so here and there we might hear a little this and that. She's very strong on not doing this, no, do that because of the things she went through or whatever. But I feel like I would understand a little bit more, and again, how she was coming up, if she was more open. Now that we're older and we can understand, do you feel like that'd be something
I'm learning to do that with Amaya because, like I said, I grew up in a not really an affectionate house. And I'll tell y'all, God is funny. God is very funny because my person was a Virgo and I was a Cancer, and Amaya's a Virgo and I'm a Cancer. So it was like the roles were reversed. And I hear God telling me that all the time. Like, what do you do? What are you gonna do now? Like, what do you do now when this happens? So where do you go now when this? And me being in the position that I am now, where it's like so much, we're really just starting from ground zero. Yeah. You know, I'm like, okay. And I'm noticing like Amaya suffers with her mental health too. You know,
and that's the biggest thing because you opening up can help her a lot.
Right.
Yeah, that's one thing that I wish too. It would help me a lot.
When it came to the where I was, you know, she would see their dad interact with them, and she kind of on the back end. Yeah, and that kind of like I kind of caught a little flack from that because. Yeah. She was like, well, where's my dad? Where's, you know? And then, I had to step away for a second when I moved to Baytown. My daughter didn't come with me. Okay. Because I was really, 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 really battling depression. And when I was ready to get her, that's when I gave birth to Gianna and I lost Gianna. So that's when my anxiety came in and I was battling bipolar depression and anxiety. Like my anxiety was bad. I would stop breathing for over 2 minutes. Oh, wow. You know, and it was a lot. Yeah. It still is a lot. But
I bet that's
so cause like now, you know, I had to really just. And then with me having sons too, kind of make it worse because you can be hard with boys, you know? You can be very, very hard with boys. And then it's like her, like, the moment my tone is out of her comfort zone, she cries. So I'm like, what you crying for? But I'm like, okay, what is it, Maya? How can I, what's wrong? What's happening? What's going on? You know, I do ask her a lot of questions. And I thank God because even though I'm learning to be soft with her, I'm learning to switch up things because I do have to be the mom and the dad. Yeah. You know, I'm learning to turn this switch on and turn it off at this moment, at this time. I just really just thank God that she's still able to be open with me. Yeah. You know, come to me. Sometimes she don't come to me, you know, and I really don't judge her for it because like I said, I struggle with the softness, you know. Right. So sometimes she go to my grandmother come to me, you know. Yeah. And then that way I'm able to go to her, you know.
She's getting older too, so
but I am trying to teach her that thing. I am trying to teach her that even though saying it and thinking it, you know, like I try to be careful with what I say and how I say because I am trying to teach her what goes on in this house stays in this house. Yeah. But if you do not feel safe in the house and you feel like something is going on and you can't get to me, call somebody. Right. Tell somebody. Yeah, right. You know what I'm saying? So I do enforce that, but I also make sure I imply that as well because I don't want my child to feel like she's being hushed. You know, she's being mistreated and I can't say anything because my mom said what goes on in the house. Stay in the house. Right. No, hell no. Damn, all that shit hell. So if something is happening to me, if something is happening to you and you feel like you can't get to me, you call whoever you need to call that you feel that can get to you quick enough. Make sure you call your mama too, because baby, I'll burn this whole world down behind my kids. That's where I kind of like just draw the line, and that's kind of where I kind of just had to really just pull out of my situation that I was in because you think you like, do you want your sons to grow up like that? Do you want your daughter to think that that's okay? To be talked to like that, to be treated like that? Do you want your sons to treat a woman? Let me tell you something. Marcel Simmons, like, I knock their heads together. If a woman ever come to me and saying, I'm not one of them mamas that be like,
it's
gonna be like
everything.
Yeah,
No.
Hell, that's my reputation of Have you ever heard them say like, I want to call your mama and tell your mama how much a bitch you with? I'm one of them. I will call your mama and tell your mama that she raised a bitch. Let me tell you, you raised a fuck boy. But that was way back in my crack shop days. I'm gonna do those some more.
The growth.
I just packed my shit and leave now. But
no talking.
No, for real, because what is talking?
Yeah.
Oh Lord, just to see my growth when I left that situation, and to hear, because sometimes you spend so much time talking and defending your character when your character is being bashed, versus when God says shut up. I was about to say shut the hell up, Lord. Sometimes some people do need to hear shut the hell up. Shut up. And even when that person was telling me that's you don't listen. You too busy defending versus listening. But when I feel like you're belittling me to get your point across, you're gonna get a reaction versus me just sitting and listening like, okay, you felt this way when I did that to you.
Right.
Okay, I hear you, I understand you. Okay. Got triggered. That cool down. But just to in that moment when I was just mentally tapped out and I literally just listened to everything that came out of his mouth, I was just like,
yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Ooh, that's all I could say in my head was just like, what? Like what? What? And then it just said, but I did depressed. I did depressed. I had to pick up where you lacked, depressed, fighting for my life.
Mm-hmm.
When you said fuck my feelings, when you said F my feelings, when you told me you didn't want me no more, when you said you didn't, you know what I'm saying, you were happier without me, and it's not even that, it's just the same things from other relationships too. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I still showed up. I showed up with my broken self. You know what I'm saying? I showed up when I had no energy to give. I'm going to work, I'm going to school, I'm taking care of the house. Hell, sometimes the house half-ass taken care of because I got so much shit going on. And in my mental, like I'm battling a war inside of my head. You know what I'm saying? And I'm still showing up. You can still say, baby, I need, and what I'm doing? Showing up. You know? Them kids not lacking for nothing. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just not showing up for my kids. I'm showing up for your kids too. You know? So and it's just like
I'm a witness.
to hear and to see that, it kind of it breaks you down. It breaks you down and it makes you look at your children like, do I want my kids
to be? Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Do I want my daughter to grow up thinking that it's okay for a man to talk to her like that? I don't give a damn how wrong I am. It's a way to talk to somebody. Yeah. It's a way to bring in, listen, we finna be real right now, babe. I don't agree with this, and it's making me feel like this, and I'm starting to look at you like this, and I don't want to look at you like this. So what do we need to do to fix it so we can be here? Because right now we here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's those kind of conversations. You don't gotta bitch this and fuck you this and fuck your feelings that.
You're feeling the type of way.
You know what I'm saying? And then that makes me wanna attack back because how the hell? But you did this.
Okay.
And remember when you did this and then you did that and you remember, so I was just like, it becomes a tick for tack thing. Nobody's really listening to nobody. Everybody now is like, I'm trying to attack you like you attacking me. You know what I'm saying? So no, I'm not gonna shut the hell up and listen when you attacking me. No, you can fuck that shit in the ass. I'm not doing none of that. I'm not doing it. I'm sorry. But you know, like now it's said, you know, I was just like, yeah, that's when I was done. I was like, yeah. Because sometimes all people have is the nerve. When they don't have nothing else, when they don't have nothing else, all they have is the nerve. And, you know, still to this, you know, I pray for every last one of them. I pray for every last one of them, all of them. Still pray for them. I still pray that they all find love. I pray that they all find peace. But I pray to God even more. Lord, just don't let them have me again. Because, baby. And there was a time where I left the door open. I was like, then maybe.
Yeah.
But when somebody show you who they really are, when you're not around. When you're not around.
Okay.
When they dick and twat on the ground. Believe them.
Okay.
Believe them. And that's when I just be like, fuck it.
That's it.
Well, okay.
Well, so I don't really necessarily think I have experienced any trauma. Besides, like I was telling Destiny in the car.
That's what I'm saying.
Because I didn't see it as trauma.
It's trauma.
That's why. So, and plus, like I'm younger. I'm in my early 20s, not really knowing. But I know after I gave birth to my oldest daughter, of course, me and her dad were not together. We cool now. Throw it out there because people gonna be like, what hell? But as I gave birth to my oldest daughter, me and her dad, even before I gave birth, me and her dad was not seeing eye to eye. But I guess like after actually giving birth and like, okay, now she's here. Like, okay, yeah, I got my mom to help me, but we created this child together. So what am I supposed to do? So you got family members in your ear, you got friends in here, like, you know, put him on child support. He ain't doing nothing, put him on child support. He done up and moved to a whole other state, put him on child support. I'm putting him on child support. I get called a bitch by him on my birthday. Cause he had finally got served. They finally found him where he was, and he finally got served. And I was like the worst bitch to him in his eyes because he had his whole life up there now, and I'm taking money out of his pockets because he don't want to do right. So, and when Destiny said, "Babe, that's verbal abuse," I was just like, "Shit." I didn't realize it.
Yeah,
I didn't realize it. But as said, like we grown now. My oldest is 9 going on 10, so we done made amends. I done been forgave and let go. I have been doing it for this long, so it is what it is at this moment. Live and learn.
Well, y'all, that was a good little
powwow.
I know.
Because you got to move on after trauma.
Okay.
Life after trauma.
Your life still gonna go regardless.
Life after trauma.
All right, y'all. So that was the end of part 2. We definitely appreciate you guys for tuning in.
Yes,
we definitely appreciate our beautiful guest, Destiny, for coming and taking the time out to, you know, give her testimony, just give some little insight about where she is in life and how to move on after trauma. Once again, be sure to like and subscribe to our YouTube. Follow us on all our social media platforms. And we hope you all have a blessed and great time or whatever you're doing. And yeah.
Till next time.
Till next time.